Hi, my name is Sam Cusimano and welcome to Electricity for Progress. Today we're going to be looking at one of my modular designs using the PartyArcade. This is a simple arcade button that I have set up. You would provide input and you attach to an output. When you press the button, the input is fed to the output. A very simple device, but this also has a little trick to it. If I turn the power on, okay, you'll see here we have a nice little light show. So the PartyArcade, it has an RGB NeoPixel embedded inside of it and allows a color to represent different voltages coming in. So right now we have the light show, the introduction, when you turn the unit on with no input, or when there are no changes to the voltage going in, it continues to produce this pretty light show. So here I'm going to plug in a cable and provide some voltage, but let's also turn on this voltmeter here, okay? And so we're going to be trying to give this 3 volts. So I'm going to click that into the input, and boom. We see that the light is now blue. It stopped changing color. As I turn the knob here, you can see the color change slightly, and when we get up to here 4 volts, we'll have a more magenta color. And now I'll scroll back. I'm using a 10-turn potentiometer here from Knob Pots. It's a nice vintage device. So now we're down around 2 volts and we have a nice aqua color. Continuing to turn down. Once we're at 1 volt, it's a green or a light green color. And then as we turn all the way down, it becomes yellow until we get below 0.5 volt here, and eventually the device will turn off. There we go. So we have pretty much 0 current there, 0.1 millivolts, and the light is off. So now I'm going to turn it up again, and as you see, we're now using color to graph the voltage that's going in here. Now there is one other neat trick to the device. If I turn everything off, let's say you want to keep the LED one specific color here and use the button as a trigger, like a 5 volt out. So check this out. I'm going to turn it on. Right now we're in the initialized state. And as the colors rotate here, I'm going to pick a color that I want. I'm going to choose like a maybe like a blue color, and I'm going to pull out the input jack here right when it turns blue. So now it's coming around. Oh, well, I missed the blue. We're in purple. But point is, now that I pulled out the input jack, the light is purple, and it's now staying purple. And as I tap the button here, actually I could show you, we're producing out of the output jack 5 volts. And here I'll connect to the tip there, press the button, and boom, there we go, 5 volts coming out. So with nothing plugged into the input, we're normaled to 5 volts coming out, and you can use this as a gate. And of course here you can see I have it locked into one color. Now I'm going to plug back into my voltage source, plug back in my input. There we go, and we see now we're again graphing that voltage. One other thing to note here, now that I've changed the voltage going in and I have a nice green color here, if I unplug the input now, all right, we've done a bunch of things since that initialized state, the LED is going to turn red, see? And the reason is, well, we're normaling our input here to 5 volts. So it's reading 5 volts, which is red here, and that's what's coming out of the output. So just a thing to note, you can set the color on initialization as soon as you first turn on the machine, again by just waiting for the color you want to appear, and then pulling out the connector. Here we have green, and now when I hit the button, boom, I'll get 5 volts out of the output. So this is an exciting little button that I've built that's going to be a part of the Electricity for Progress line as well. This can be either left or right-handed, meaning the button can be on either side. The faceplate is reversible. Pretty cool, huh?